Be the best at reading. Get going. People read many different things every day. In fact, you probably read much more than you think. You read signs and directions, but sometimes reading can seem difficult. Learning a few simple tricks can make reading easier and more fun. Here's a top tip. Get going. The more you read, the better you'll read. Try to spend some time reading every day. Read comic books, magazines, books, and more. Let's test that tip. Try to read every day for 30 minutes. If this feels easy, try 45 minutes. Fact or fiction? People read nonfiction or informational texts to learn real facts. People read fiction or stories about imaginary or made up things for fun. There are many different genres or kinds of writing. It can be hard to remember whether a genre is nonfiction or fiction. Here's another top tip. Just sound it out. Fiction starts with an F, and so does the word fantasy. When you remember fiction and fantasy, then you can remember that nonfiction is not fantasy. Nonfiction is real. So many genres. Genres are the names for different kinds of books. There are many different genres, but most fall into these four categories. Informational, read these books to find information or facts about real things. Narrative, read these books to find a make believe or fiction story. Opinion, read these books to learn the author's opinion or thoughts about something. Procedural, read these books to learn how to do something. Getting started with nonfiction books. Nonfiction books are full of text features such as captions and headings. They help you find the information you want. You just need to know how to use them. Here's a top tip. Your table of contents, where is it? Front of the book. What does it do? Tells you what page each chapter starts on. The glossary, where is it? The back of the book. What does it do? Tells you the definition or meaning of words in the book. Look closely on each page. Take a close look at the pages in a nonfiction book. Each page has text features to help you find what you are looking for. Here's another top tip. Try to spot these text features. Page numbers, these tell you where you are in the book. Headings, these tell you what information will be on the page. Fact boxes, these give you extra information. Test that tip. Find each of the features listed on page 12. Be safe. Becoming more coordinated doesn't just happen overnight. It takes time and patience to develop skills. When you begin to learn new things, think of safety first. If you want to teach yourself to catch a baseball, use a softball that won't hurt if it hits you. Becoming better at sports is lots of fun as long as it is done safely. By the numbers, between 50 and 80% of all bicycle head injuries could have been prevented if the rider wore a helmet. Always wear a helmet when you ride a bike or skateboard. Scan for information. Sometimes you read nonfiction books for research or to learn about something specific. When you are looking for specific information, scan or quickly look for text features. Here's another top tip. Scan the text for chapter titles, headings, and fact boxes. When you have found what you are looking for, Then you can reread for specific details. Get the picture. Many nonfiction books use images or pictures to help you understand more about the facts. Many fiction books include images to help you imagine the story better. In addition to the images, books include other text features to give you more information. Here's another top tip. Spot these features, labels. These tell you what is shown in the images. Captions. These tell you what is happening in the images. Graphs and charts. These show you numbers or amounts. Test that tip. Find each of the features listed in the top tip on page 16. Reading online. You might do a lot of your reading on the internet. The internet is an online network you can find on your computer or mobile reader. Online texts have different text features from books or magazines. Here's another top tip. Learn online text features. Links. Click on links or buttons to go to a new page for more information. Remember, never click on a link that you don't trust. Audio. Click on audio or sound icons to hear a person talk or listen to a recorded noise. An icon is a small picture button on a computer screen. This is a web page. Searching online. If you're looking for something specific on the internet, you can use a search engine. Search engines can be found on pages on the internet called web pages. Top tip. Follow these simple rules when you're typing words into a search engine. Use simple terms like red apple. Use descriptive words like fresh red apple. Don't worry about using uppercase or lowercase letters. Is it reliable? The internet is overflowing with information, but not all of it is reliable or something you can trust. This means you need to learn to tell the difference between internet sources that you trust and those that you should avoid. Top tip. Web addresses are the letters and numbers found in the address bar at the top of a computer screen. Many helpful web addresses end in .edu, .org, .gov. Reading directions. We read directions or procedural text every day. Directions can be found in recipes and instructions. They can be found in anything that asks you to do something in a specific order. Top tip, follow the numbers. Always do the steps in order. Test that tip. Which step do you do first? Making an apple snack. Number 1, cut up an apple. Number 2, spread peanut butter on 2 apple slices. Number 3, dip apple slices into raisins. Number 4, eat and enjoy. Reading opinions. Some books, magazine articles, or online web pages feature opinion writing. This writing often focuses on one author's opinion. You need to remember that you are only reading one person's thoughts about something. Here's another top tip. When reading an author's opinion, ask yourself, do I agree? If you do agree, you might want to read more. If you don't agree, it's okay, but you might want to learn more about that person's opinion and why you do not agree. Study like a pro. Set yourself up to succeed by practicing these tips when you do your homework or study. Here's another top tip. Before you get to work, always eat a healthy snack. Turn off the television. Make sure you have all the supplies you need, such as your books, dictionary, highlighter, pencil, and note paper. Dream big. Remember, reading is important because we do it all the time. You might use it in your job as an actor, doctor, or pilot. The better you can become at reading, the more you will enjoy it. What can you do to become a better reader today? Always remember, today's readers are tomorrow's leaders.